Hello there, fellow brick stackers. It's Chris, and I'm coming to you with an Lego room update. And of course, this first segment I'm going to record and just show you the blank, empty canvas of what I'm about to do. Nothing major. I mean, it's not as big as what I did the first time, but I've got about 10 feet, 8 to 10 feet, somewhere in that range of workable shelf space in this basement. And I'm going to add at least three more of those black shelves. They're about 3 feet long. Go down the back wall, and if I have room, I might turn one coming out at the end down there by those two Sterlite tubs at the end. And then in between all of this, going down, let's see if I can get my finger, right in here, I'm gonna line with stack-ons, 2 deep, and that way I can move them and slide them, and it gives me a little room to play around with it that way. So here's my current setup. I've got 29 stack-ons. Those are 2 deep, and then we got, of course, the 3 of them, 29 are really the Acro Mills type of stack-on stuff, drawers. And then I've got, like I said, I'm gonna do the same thing at that end, like I've got here. Let's turn the light on in that dark corner. As you can see, these are just sets I have set aside in Ziploc bags and bags to keep intact, not breaking those down. And what I'll do behind there is put the sets that I'm holding long term or waiting to store out, like these Chima sets. I've only got 3 of this one and 2 of this one, and my rule is, for me, is I've got to have at least 5 before I break the seals and start parting them out. So let's go over here. I've got it's kind of tight over in that corner and kind of dark, so I'm gonna do it from here. I've got a 6 foot tall, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelf unit over there, and that's where I'm putting more sets that are waiting to be parted out. And this is part of my pile on the stand. That's where I shoot some pictures. And here is the pile left over from Black Friday, part of it. But they're still in the box. I hadn't done a Lego haul on it yet. And just stuff stored everywhere. I've got more sets down there. Now these are going to be personal ones that I'll build and do reviews on. These are not for Bricklink or anything else. So that's it for now. When I come to you back again, hopefully this will look a lot cleaner and set up the way I want it. And just to give you a shot down the fish room and Lego room, that huge box is full of Lego. I'm going to do a haul on it, and I've got 4 more shelves to build, so I'm going to be busy. So that's it for now, and I'm thinking next time you see it, it'll be a lot cleaner. So we'll be back in a minute. Alright everybody, I wanted to touch base with you real quick and show you an update to my Lego room. Now, it's not immaculate, it's not spotless. I'm still working on it, but I have a very small area. I don't even have half of this room dedicated to Lego. The other half's to my fish hobby. But I have done quite well maximizing the space I do have. So this is a basement, and if you saw in the previous segment I just recorded, this whole section right here was from here to here. Was empty wall after I cleaned off, took an old aquarium down that I wasn't really using that much of, and cleaned off some other junk and moved everything down. I bought 4 of the black cabinets, just like you see here from Walmart, the black 3 shelf bookcases for like $18, $19 each. Bought 4 of those from Walmart, and I was able to fit 3 on this wall right here. So I got 1 coming out this way and 2 going this way. And so you can't see it right now because I've got my stack-ons stacked up above it, but behind there is where I'm keeping sets, as you can see, to part out. Now, my goal, until I get to be clutch size, as far as cash flow, as far as his hobby and everything else, is that he aims to get 10 to 15 sets before he parts out. And my goal is 5 right now, okay? Until I start developing a bigger store and having more cash flow come through selling the parts, my goal is 5 sets before I will part it out. So this is where I set them to part out. So for example, you see the Superman Lex armor. I've got enough to do, I think it's 10 up there or more to part out. I'm ready. That's one of my next sets to part out again. I've already done it once. Here's Black Zero Escape. Now this is not going to zoom in very well because the lighting is not that good in this corner. There it is. got 5 of those. I've only got 4 of the Iron Man. Need to get one more of the Iron Man versus Mandarin. I think that's what that one is. Yeah, I know it's the Extremist port. Iron Man Extremist. Anyway, I've only got 4 of the Arctic Batman. I've got Ninjago. I've only got 3 of those. Now the reason I'm holding off on that, I know I got 4 of those, is my Walmart here has a ton of them. And I'm hoping they'll go on clearance soon and I can load up on them. Waiting on that one though. I only got 1 of the Hobbit. I found that in like Target on clearance in August. And I know, again, my Walmart here has a ton of them and they will not get off of them. So, when I was cleaning out, I found a lot of sets I didn't know I actually had, to be honest with you. Mardi Gras Man 2-3. You asked about a couple of the Captain America sets. I found a couple of extra ones, but I'm still going to hold on to those. I'm not even going to open and break the seals on them yet. I've got something I want to experiment with in my store with that. So if you see them on the shelf, I did find them. As you can see, found more than I thought I had. I thought I only had 2 sets left, but I found 4 more buried back there. And if you'd seen some of my hauls that are publishing this week, you might see some other stuff that I found I didn't know I had. That's bad when you get so much Lego and it gets so unorganized that you didn't know you had certain sets. But anyway, right here is where I'm going to start keeping some of my bead boxes from the smaller pieces. I'm going to line that shelf up. That's my son's shelf where he works for me. He gets toys and Lego sets and stuff like that. So when I find good deals, I'll just put some there. I've got, I don't know how many total, I think 29, 30 stack-ons now. And when you look at it from stepping back, the way I do my process, instead of hanging my shelves out, I get post-it notes and I cut the blue sticky part off where I can get those little post-it tabs that you mark pages with, and I just stick them over the number. So I know I've got a drawer that's empty right there, so I can, when I'm parting out new sets, go and fill in the empty ones instead of letting them hang out. Because what I do is I slide this front row right here, I'll slide them back and forth so I can have them 2 deep. And I'll have some more go across here, probably about 4 or 5 more stack-ons. Let me slide them back and forth. So before you comment about me being careful, not knocking them over, I know to be careful with them. Last time I did that, I had a bunch of folks get worried I was going to knock them off, and I still might. But, and then the rest of them are going to be hung right here. I haven't moved any over here yet as far as parts. I'm going to have 3 rows of 5, and then there's actually a little room at the bottom. If I wanted to put some the smaller stack-on 20 drawer ones up under there, I think I could get them down there. So that's that. And then in the corner, in the dark corner over there, is another 5 shelf. This thing is a 6-foot bookcase, and it's full of sets that I'm waiting either to part out or some of them I'm keeping. Like the Batmobile down there, I've got a bunch of those sets. I think I want to keep those for a while boxed. Don't know yet if I'm going to part those out. So you can see this is my custom minifig and some other minifig collections. It's hard to get to now, but I put that over there. And during all this cleaning off, as you can see, I've made room on my bench right here, my work table. That was a massive pile. Got a little bit more organized, and these are more Lord of the Ring and Hobbit sets I'm waiting to part out. And some of the builds we've made here, me and my son, just have them sitting there. And let's see, what have I not shown you? Lighting. You can see I've got a shop light hanging here and 2 more lights, and then I put this one down on the tripod for additional lights. So I'm about to do a Lego haul. And down at the bottom I still have these stacked 2 deep. It's my rolling Sterlite 3 drawer containers, and this is where I keep plates, bricks, blocks, you know, big stuff that I would fill up these stack-ons real quick. I still keep these in here. So for example, let's just look at 13. Doesn't have much in there, but I keep all the same slope, like 3660, all of them in that bag right there, all colors. So that's what I do on those. And here's like my bricks, 10, and there's 3010. I've got all the colors of these in this one bag. It makes it so much easier to pull orders. But you know, things like that take up so much room, and I have a ton of, I'm not gonna fill up my stack-ons with those because I'm limited on space. Wish I had enough stack-ons just to put all the bricks and plates in there, but I don't. So anyway, getting ready to do this Lego haul. As you can see, I've got stuff on the floor that's not normally there. Here's my work table where I record my videos. I part out, excuse me, and down below it I've got stuff stored, bags, shipping supplies and stuff like that. There's some of my Hot Wheels collected in those tubs right there. I got 2 more bags of haul videos to do on that. And that's pretty much it for this update. I'll show you more later as things progress and get better. And you can see this is where I sit and do my work right there in the bench. All my aquarium lights are pretty much off except my saltwater tank down there. Let's see if my camera will zoom in clear enough for you to see it. Yep. You can see my clownfish back there swimming at the top of the tank. That's my salt. I only have one salt. Yep, lights just went out. Look at it. I got everything on timers down here, so it's all automated. So, anyway, I'm going to cut this Lego room tour off. And one more thing. What you see in these tubs when I'm recording, these are all poly bags waiting to be reviewed and built by me and my son. So these are all going to be in future videos. But anyway, we'll cut it off here, and this will be a Lego room haul. And until next time, y'all continue to stack those bricks. See ya.